in there and gets absolutely plastered, iced out by Usyk. So it just shows you, and there's all the big fights, Tyson Fury and AJ. AJ got ironed out by Dubois properly, and Usyk just ironed out Dubois.
Daniel, I just worry about him going forward, because fighters who study him and watch him know, I get you past 3 or 4 rounds and keep putting dents in you, it's only a matter of time. Now, don't get me wrong, Usyk's shown that and Jojo's shown that.
Usyk has not improved since he beat Daniel Dubois. But then, who did Oleksandr Usyk beat after beating Daniel Dubois? Tyson Fury. He beat Tyson Fury twice. He did it the first time, and then the second time, he did it even much better.
Boxing experts say Oleksandr Usyk doesn't just beat fighters, he breaks them. Tony Bellew, who once faced Usyk himself, openly worries about what the Ukrainian champion did to Daniel Dubois. According to Bellew, Dubois is a fighter who thrives on confidence, but against Usyk, that confidence evaporated from the opening bell. He believes Usyk exposed something deeper, a mental fragility that could haunt Dubois for the rest of his career.
Talk us through Usyk's performance.
It was basically as I predicted. I said Oleksandr Usyk would figure Daniel Dubois out and he'd stop me. Just done it a little bit quicker than I thought. I said anywhere between 8 and 10, and he does it in, I think it was the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah, that's it.
The 5th round. So basically, he comes out, he starts, he just does a good look in the first round, but he already implements the jab straight away. Oleksandr, and he hits Daniel Dubois with a really hard jab. And like I said before, Daniel Dubois is a confidence fighter. When he gets confidence and he starts pressing forward, the confidence builds and his momentum builds. He stifled it in that first round with a hard, heavy jab. And from the outside looking in, it just looked like it was only a matter of time till Daniel Dubois was going to go, I've had enough.
Yeah, you think?
He was landing heavy shot after heavy shot. Even when he landed to the body, Usyk was like, touched his body and then just was like, what are you going to do? Nothing's working for you. And it just took away all the confidence from Daniel Dubois.
You could see it drain out of him, really, couldn't you? Very quickly.
It was sad, really, because I just worry about Daniel, because I think to myself, as fighters, the thing that you need most is heart, and he's displayed that on a couple of occasions against your Jerome Millers and your Filip Hrgović's. But then he's also displayed that he doesn't have the heart for the fight at certain times in fights, and I think
Frank Warren, never one to hand out praise lightly, now places Oleksandr Usyk among boxing's all-time greats, alongside the likes of Muhammad Ali and Lennox Lewis. He credits Usyk's technical mastery, unmatched discipline, and relentless work ethic as the reasons his name belongs in history books. Warren even hints that Tyson Fury's desire for a rematch isn't just about winning back belts. It's about measuring himself against a fighter whose greatness has become undeniable. For Fury, this isn't just business. It's personal. Beating Usyk would mean conquering a legend.
He took over the fight. He's got a great mental, he's so strong mentally, Usyk. You think about it, every fight he's had has been on the road because of obviously the war in Ukraine, going into other people's backyards and coming away with a prize each time. It takes a bit of a mindset to do that, as well as the skills that he has. But he done a fantastic job and took the fight over and eventually stopped Daniel.
How do you think he compares to the other greats of the sport then, the likes of Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield?
He's up there with them all. He's up there. He's in the top 10, and you left out Larry Holmes, who was a great fighter. They would have been, of each generation. It's all, we always do it, all of us in boxing. I wonder how this one would have got. How would Muhammad Ali have got on with Usyk and all these sort of, permutations. But you can only be the best as you can in your generation, and he at the moment is the guy, and he's done it. He's done it at 3 levels. He won the gold medal in Olympic Games. He unified all of the cruiserweight titles, the 4 belts, and he's done the same in the heavyweight division. And at 38 years of age, he's undefeated. So he's one of the greats.
Tyson Fury insists that he's the only man who can beat Usyk. Will he step out of retirement for a trilogy?
We'll see, but he likes that fight. He wants that fight. And they were close fights, by the way. very, very close fights, both of those fights that Tyson had with him. So who knows? Anything can happen in this business, and maybe that's a fight that could be made if indeed Usyk wants to do it and Tyson wants to do it. I have no problem with it. In fact, it was mentioned during an interview over the PA address at Wembley on Saturday, and everybody gave it a loud cheer. So, I'm sure there'd be an appetite for it.
Despite 2 losses to Usyk, Tyson Fury continues to talk about taking back the belts, but the bravado doesn't hit the same. Since his most recent defeat, Fury hasn't fought once. For a man who once thrived in the spotlight, the silence has been telling. Insiders say this third potential fight isn't just a grudge match, it's a psychological lifeline. Fury wants redemption, not just for the record books, but for himself. If the third bout happens, it could be the final chapter in Fury's saga, and the only chance he has left to undo the damage Usyk has done to his legacy.
Usyk, middleweight. You say you want the WBC, and it's held by gypsies. It is held by gypsies. It's held by the Gypsy King, and it's held tightly, grasped tight. And all road leads to a 7-foot behemoth that will absolutely destroy you, middleweight. Middleweight, you will get smashed to bits. You say you wanted to fight me after you beat the bodybuilder. Called me out on television, and now you're being a little bitch pussy boy, running, hiding, saying you've got injuries. You ain't got no injuries. You had a sparring contest. Get out and fight in December. You let your mouth go. Now let's back it up. See if you can back it up, middleweight. Doesn't matter if it's December or April or August next year. The outcome will be the same. I will obliterate you. I'm a 7-foot, 20-stone behemoth, and I will destroy you, middleweight. Find your balls. Come see me. Bitch.
Oleksandr Usyk isn't slowing down. After dispatching Daniel Dubois, he made one thing clear. He's ready for whoever comes next, whether it's Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua. Usyk doesn't chase easy wins or protect his record. He welcomes danger. His hunger for elite competition is relentless, and his performances reflect it. While other champions celebrate past victories, Usyk keeps looking forward, demanding more of himself, raising the bar, and proving that greatness is a moving target he intends to catch every time.
He's a fighting man. We are fighting men, after all, right? He's a fighting man, and that's going to eat away at his soul. Fact that he lost his last ever fight to Oleksandr Usyk. So my bet, my money, would go on a rematch happening in Saudi Arabia once again, not in October, sometime around March next year. You got to decompress. You got to forget all about fighting. Enjoy your family.
Spend some family time, walk me dog, go to the tip. Me and Frank will talk what's going to happen in the future.
Get over the loss mentally, because it will take a while to process. Now, granted, it was a split decision. One judge thought that he won. So there's a moral victory there. So to the press and to the public, you can talk and say, one judge thought I won. So therefore, in my mind, we're good. But when he goes home and you rest your head on that pillow at night, you know, the world knows that Oleksandr Usyk was the winner of that fight. And that is why fighters, when they have the money, they have the respect, they've got the career already in the bag, is why they continue to fight.
After Daniel Dubois fell to Usyk, it wasn't a promoter or trainer who reached out, it was Tyson Fury. In an unexpected move, Fury offered mentorship to the shaken young fighter, recognizing how devastating a loss to Usyk can be. Behind the bravado, Fury's gesture revealed something rare: empathy. He's been through the mental toll of fighting Usyk and saw the same damage in Dubois. By extending his hand, Fury positioned himself not just as a rival in the ring, but as a leader outside of it, offering strength where it's needed most.
Right guys, quick one. I keep getting asked about this Dubois situation and all this quitting stuff and whatever else. Here's the facts. The facts are, young Daniel did his best against one of the greatest champions that's ever been, and it wasn't good enough. He come up short. He got put down twice. What do you want him to do? Die in the ring? There's no first place for getting battered. The lad did his best. He wasn't going to win the fight. He's better off getting out of there. There's a lot of jealousy in boxing, especially when an individual's making a lot of money. A lot of jealous fighters slagging someone off who did his best and had the guts to get in there. There is no cowards in boxing. When you're in that ring fighting world heavyweight champions, there is no cowards. So all the credit deserves to Daniel. He worked his off from being 8-year-old, won the world title, and fought Usyk for undisputed. video went off and thought Usyk for the undisputed, and now he's sitting at home, multi-millionaire at 27, do what he wants. Daniel, if you ever get to see this, chin up, son. Your dad's proud of you, everybody's proud of you. You've come from a kid to a man to be the world heavyweight champion and box at Wembley and in front of 100,000 people. You can't beat that kid. And if you ever want to do any training with a real straight man, come yourself to Morecambe anytime you want, kid, because there's no jealousy here and there's no people putting others down who do the best. I call them dream crushers and jealous. Exactly, that's what you are. I love the dirty, jealous. Get up, Daniel Dubois. Get up, son.
Tyson Fury isn't interested in fighting Anthony Joshua again, and he's not shy about saying why. According to Fury, Daniel Dubois gave Joshua a tough night, but Usyk handled Dubois without breaking a sweat. To him, that says it all. In his eyes, Joshua can't challenge Usyk. Only one man can. Himself. That's why Fury wants the trilogy fight, this time under the lights of Wembley Stadium. For him, it's about more than belts. It's legacy. He wants to give the British public a final, definitive clash, a historic showdown to decide who truly rules the heavyweight era.
Situation. You know, you got AJ boxed Daniel Dubois recently and got ironed out, knocked down 5 times, flattened. And then Dubois was on a great run. Three big knockouts in a row, including Joshua and Kovic and Miller. And he goes in there and gets absolutely plastered, iced out by Usyk. So it just shows, you know. And there's all the big fights, Tyson Fury and AJ. AJ got ironed out by Dubois properly, and Usyk just ironed out Dubois. So it's quite pointless. The only man who's been able to beat this fucker is myself, and been ripped off. So I'm not sure what's going on, but you know what it is. GK all day, every day. Fucking still the top dog, still the top G. Beat him twice and I'll do it again. Wembley, here we come. 3 times. Beautiful.
Whispers of a potential showdown between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are growing louder, and it could be more than just hype. With Fury sidelined since his defeat to Usyk in May 2024, this matchup is being viewed as a calculated re-entry into the spotlight. For Joshua, it's a chance to reset his legacy on one of boxing's biggest stages. Both men have something to prove, Fury, that he's still the kingmaker, Joshua, that he's far from finished. If it happens, this fight won't just be a blockbuster event, it'll serve as a litmus test. Who still belongs at the top? And for Fury, it may be the final dress rehearsal before a decisive third clash with Usyk.
Then, well, here it is. Here's your world title shot. You're going to fight for a world title, right? But if you're Joseph Parker, and I spoke to Andy Lee, it isn't just a case of fighting for a world title. You want to fight the number 1 for the world title, and that guy is Oleksandr Usyk. So, yeah, there must be loads of conversations going on right now. Loads of conversations. I did say this the other day, and I don't know, sometimes I'm like, you know, when I was in the ring and I was interviewing Oleksandr Usyk, I was desperate because of my love for Joseph Parker. I was desperate for Joseph Parker to get. I know he got in the ring after, but I'm talking about on the zone. So whilst everyone is still in the stadium and everyone's still tuned in, I was desperate for him to kind of just jump in the ring. I was desperate for him to do it. Chisora was trying to do. So Chisora knows how to play the game, and as much as people are like, what's Chisora doing? Chisora won't get the fight, but that's kind of what you got to do. And I know people are like, well, 1 second, it's not like that. It's ranking. Well, no, it's not though, is it? Because again, Oleksandr Usyk can vacate the belt. He can say no. You have to kind of do what Daniel Dubois did last time. Daniel Dubois, rightly or wrongly, got in the ring, pissed Usyk off. Usyk's like, okay, we'll fight then. Fuck it. If this is what you're doing, dude, we'll fight. And I felt like there was a time where I wanted Joseph Parker to almost nudge me. And I'm telling you now, you know, we're kind of told not to give the mic. I don't know if you see, I always hold onto the mic. I would have given Joseph Parker the mic. And I would like Joseph Parker because there's a mean side to Joseph Parker. I think everyone sees the friendly side. I've seen the mean side. And I wanted Joseph Parker to say, I want my shot. You've been ducking me. All these things might not be true, but do it. Sell it. The crowd would have gone a bit wild, right? Because I think a lot of the crowd want Joseph Parker to get his shot. But that's not what happened. And all of a sudden, you're seeing Jake Paul in the ring doing a face-off. You're seeing all these, and I'm like, where's Joseph Parker? Where are you, Joseph?
Anthony Joshua has been candid about what went wrong against Usyk. He didn't hide behind excuses or controversy, he admitted the truth. Usyk was simply better. His footwork, patience, and precision exposed gaps Joshua couldn't close. That level of honesty, coming from a former champion, only adds to Usyk's growing legend. Yet despite his conquests, multiple wins over British icons like Joshua and Chisora, Usyk's dominance has not received the fanfare it deserves in the UK. The silence from major British media outlets is deafening. While lesser achievements often receive headlines, Usyk's brilliance continues to be underplayed. It's a revealing look at how nationalism can skew narrative, how even when a fighter repeatedly proves his supremacy, the full credit can still be denied.